Hi guys, here we are again with another really sad story. Honestly, this one is unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. If you've been following this story since the beginning, oh, I'm lost for words. I'm totally lost for words. So there's a press conference in half an hour. So that's 1 p.m. Eastern or 6 p.m. my time. So we're going to have a chit chat and just get everybody up to speed on the case beforehand, because I appreciate not everybody's been following this from the beginning. I mean, it's the events of the last 24 hours that are the most important. So maybe that's really where we should start. I have been having some technical difficulties, so I'm just kind of telling you this ahead of time. I've had to move downstairs to get nearer to the Wi-Fi box because my internet just wouldn't work. I mean, it would work, but it was painfully slow and not strong enough to live stream. So I've had to move downstairs. And also, I don't know where this press conference is going to be streaming from. I've found one site, but for whatever reason, I think it's to do with the fact that I'm in Europe, it won't play on my laptop, but it will play on my phone. So unless Chatham County decide to stream it on their Facebook, which they may do, but they didn't last time. So kind of thinking that they're going to just leave it to the news channels to do this, and they're not going to try and stream it live on their own social media. But if they do, I'll try Facebook. But if not, then I'll be watching the press conference on my phone. You'll be able to hear it. I mean, I could even hold my phone up. but yeah, so that's probably the best I'm going to be able to do for today, to be honest. It's all just been a little bit strange. This entire case has just been strange. So here we are. Who's in the house anyway? Verna. So sad. The grandma needs to be charged along with her daughter. Do you know what? At the beginning of this case, and this case, believe it, it's only been going on for 8 days. This case is only 8 days old. Can you believe it? I had a lot of sympathy for the grandma in the first couple of days, but I don't know. I really don't know. I think she's in her absence, in having custody of the two boys, Quinton and his older brother, knowing that Lelani is unstable. What did she expect to happen? Something, obviously. You know, if CPS has awarded her custody, why is Lelani living in the same house as her children if she's lost custody of them? It doesn't make sense. So, what itchy nose. But yeah, it doesn't make sense. None of it makes sense. But I had a lot of sympathy with her at the beginning, but I don't know. Holly, hi. Paula. Yeah, I know. It's nuts. It's nuts. I don't believe her. I don't believe anything she says. I mean, in just 8 days, how many different versions of events have we heard? Quite a few. Quite a few. Hi, Anne, Crystal, Mystic Messenger, Natalie, Laced in Chains, Momo, Khaleesi Girl. Who else have we got in? Vexin Vixen, Garbage Human. Yeah, couldn't have said it better myself. Follow the grain in your own wood. That's a good name. I know, isn't it? Just a gorgeous little boy. Gorgeous little boy. Sue. Who else have we got? Sandra. What's the role of the boyfriend in all of this? Danny, I don't know. I think he must have some guilty knowledge. He must have some knowledge. That's just my opinion. And I may well be completely wrong on that. But he may well have seen Quinton in his playpen, as he said, at the beginning of this. That was the story that came from him, that his Quinton was in his playpen at 6 p.m. when he left, 6 a.m. sorry, when he left for work. But I don't know. I don't know whether I believe that entire story. Sheila, Sherry, Only Grands, Claire, Sandy, Rianne, Stargater, lots of people in. Lots of people in. Thank you, Sherry, for the $10 super sticker. I can't see the dancing avocado and things on this because I'm just on StreamYard. I've left my other computer upstairs. So, yeah, so do I, Trixie Star. Oh, the chat's jumped. I have got a lot more sympathy with the babysitter. I think Diana, the babysitter, has, I think she's in pieces. She's in pieces. And yeah, she didn't call CPS when she saw bruises on him 2 days before he disappeared. But she's just the babysitter. And yeah, there's that awkward thing where you want to stay. If you call CPS and they find out you've called CPS, then they're never going to speak to you again. And then you don't have any contact with that child. And if you're the only person showing that child kindness, then it's a difficult one. It's a difficult one. But, you know, she was continually contacting Billy Joe to say, this has happened, that's happened, Lilani's doing this, and just not being heard at all. So I do have a lot of sympathy. I do have a lot of sympathy with her. I do. She did. Everything that's happened, she'd called Billy Joe, either texted her or called her, let her know. And it's Billy Joe that was paying her. So, you know, Billy Joe's the employer and has got legal custody of Quinton. So she's told the person who's got the legal custody. You know, I don't know. It's a difficult one. Anyway, just to catch people up. So Quinton went missing at between 6 a.m. and 9 a.m. on the 5th of October. So last Wednesday, so 8 days ago. The story that came out was that Danny, who is Lilani's boyfriend, but the father of Lilani's youngest child. Lilani's got 3 children, an older brother who's 3, or perhaps just turned 4, Quinton, who's 20 months old, and then a little baby who's only 3 or 4 months old, little baby girl. So the boyfriend, Danny, is the biological father of the little girl, but the 2 brothers, Zane and Quinton, have got different dads. So 3 children, 3 different dads, and has lost custody of 2 of them. Thank you, Marjorie, for the $9.99 super sticker. That's very, very kind of you. So when he went missing, Danny said that he saw Quinton in his playpen when he left for work. However, during this week, stories have come out from neighbours, from friends of them. Thank you, Angelique, for the $10. That's very kind of you. And there was one, I did a YouTube short about it. There was one neighbour who said that she'd seen Lilani leaving early in the morning. There's another story that's come out from Lilani's brother that the back door was left open between 2 and 5 a.m. So the implication there is that perhaps Quinton has got out and fallen into the pool and drowned. But then that would negate Danny's story. The babysitter, Diana, saw Danny, or at least saw somebody, saw their vehicle. So it could have been Danny. I think she assumed it was Danny rather than being, you know, having absolute eyes on him. But it could have been Leilani at 8:20, driving past her house. She lives just at the end of the road. She lives just a few houses away. And then at 9 o'clock, and at half an hour before Danny left for work, so at 5:29, there'd been a text to the babysitter, Diana, from Danny's phone, although apparently now Danny's denying sending that text or knowing anything about it. You see, this is just all he said, she said. It's crazy. It's crazy that it's got this far in just 8 days. Yeah, saying that the babysitter wasn't needed because the babysitter had all the 3 children every day. Every day Danny was at work, she had the children because Leilani didn't have custody of them. And even when Leilani was in, she didn't have her children. She didn't have her children. So this text said that Leilani was in, Leilani was going to have the children, which was strange, but Diana didn't think anything of it until 9 a.m. when Danny texted her and said, "Have you seen Quinton?" And then it took another 40 minutes, so till 9:40, for Leilani to ring 911. Leilani's cousin said that it was trash day and that Leilani's waited until the trash has been collected to ring 911. So the implication there is an horrific one. Which then brings us to what happened yesterday night. And that was that Billy Joe texted someone, a channel called Darkness Exposed, who was live at the time, saying that Quinton was dead. Leilani has sent him to a landfill, so put him in the trash and sent him to landfill. So it sounded like what the cousin said earlier in the week is proving to be correct, that she's put Quinton's body in the trash and the trash has collected him and he's gone to landfill. But she doesn't remember. She doesn't remember any of it, which is nonsense, absolute, complete nonsense. I don't believe it. I do not believe that her son has died either at her hand by murder or accidentally. I mean, my theory, thank you, Cecile, for the $9.99 super sticker. Very kind of you. My working theory, and I've had this for a few days now, was that she was giving the children sleeping medication to make them sleep all night, and she's overdosed Quinton accidentally, and he's died, and she's found him dead. But she obviously can't say anything. She can't ring 911 because they'll find out that there's drugs in the system and in the other kids as well. This is why I think Danny must have some guilty knowledge, because surely he would have been aware of the medications that she was giving the children. Thank you, Sasha. It's very kind of you. The 20 Canadian dollars. Thank you so much. A previous babysitter came out a few days ago on Crimes, Lies and Lines channel, Lines and Lies channel. Someone called Jaden, who used to look after the older brother Zane, and he's cut ties with them now. And he said that she used to give Zane NyQuil. Thank you, Angelique, for the $10 super sticker. Thank you so much. Very kind of you. Used to give Zane NyQuil. Then another person who used to babysit came forward and said that she was giving the children melatonin and like a concoction, like cough medicine, you know, that makes you drowsy, and melatonin. So when I heard these things, and it's more than one person that said it, I just thought, that's the answer. That's what she's done. She's found him dead. And that could mean that Danny was aware of them being drugged, but wasn't aware that Quinton had died. If he just saw him in his playpen, if it was a pack and play. So it could be that Quinton was sleeping in a pack and play. And Danny just looked at him and saw him and thought he's sleeping. But actually he wasn't. He was dead. And Lolani knew about it. And waited until he'd gone to work, and then she'd put him in the trash. Anyway, it's all speculation. And we're going to find out in about 15 minutes what the latest is. The press conference is going to happen at the top of the hour. So it's actually, 13 minutes time. So we'll be heading over to that. For those of you who were just coming in, I have been having some technical difficulties. So I may have to, if I can't find a stream, I found one site, ABC22, will play on my phone and they're going to stream it, but it won't play on my laptop. Like the link just does not work on my laptop. I don't know why. I think it's because I'm in Europe, but my phone is also in Europe. So I don't understand why it will play on my phone, but won't play on my laptop. Must be to do with settings and stuff, but I don't know. So I'll play it on my phone and then, you know, we can just listen to it. However, Chatham County Sheriff's Office might stream it. I know there were some people on Twitter asking if they were streaming it, but I haven't checked for about half an hour because I was having a mess about with my computer. Let's have a look if Chatham County's responded. If anybody knows, if anybody's seen anywhere where it is streaming, let me know. Like I said, I've got worst case scenario, I can stream it on my phone. But you see, the thing is, if I log in on StreamYard on my phone, it won't let me share my screen. So no, they've not responded. So there's been people asking where you're streaming it, where you're streaming it. I'll check their Facebook as well. See if no, they've not updated the Facebook at all. They've not updated the Facebook at all. What are you doing? What are you doing? Get out from under there. Good girl. Oh, you see, they did have their last press conference. It is on Facebook, but I don't know whether they just uploaded that after the fact. So I'll keep their Facebook open, and I'll come out from behind there. Cassie's under my desk, and she's banging her tail on the desk legs and making them like ring. There's quite a few channels that are live. There's a lot of channels that are live. So please have on news site at 12. Which news site? Which news site? Like I said, I can get ABC on mine. But I can't get it on my laptop, which is bizarre. So there's a lot of channels. There's a lot of channels that are live right now. So, you know, worst case scenario, I can always log off and restart the stream after the conference. But I'd rather listen to it with you if I can. I know that there's been people, Bullhorn Betty and Dolly Vision are out there, aren't they? They're in Georgia. They've been sitting outside, and yeah, Bullhorn Betty's got a press pass, so she can actually get into the conference. What am I trying, Trixie Star? Trouble is, I can't open I can't open that link on YouTube on StreamYard. Hold on, can I? Because I'm not on YouTube. Hold on. I'll open YouTube. This will probably crash my computer completely. Crash my computer. All right. Hold on. Oh, thank you. Let's see if this works. Thank you, thank you. Let's see if they are playing this. Let's have a look. Okay. Thank you, Trixie Star. This looks good. That's very annoying. That music is very annoying. It's this news site, WJCL, that I can get on my phone, but see, they're talking about it now.
Guerrero is live outside the family's home this morning, and Nakaya, not the outcome anyone wanted to hear in this case.
Frank, definitely not the outcome
Right now, we are anxiously awaiting an update from police about the disappearance. Right now, we are anxiously.
Stop it. Right. But yeah, it could be that they're gonna stream it on this. So it's the same site, WJCL, just on their website, which will open on my phone but won't open on my thingy. It's bizarre. She is the best mod ever. She absolutely is the best mod ever. She's very good. She's very good. Thank you, Angeline. We've had a lot of Angel names today. Thank you for the $9.99. We've had Angelina, Angel. We've had lots of Angel. Just an observation. This is all just adverts, I think.
There is a way around this one, but Colton normally doesn't like to back down from a challenge.
Yeah, I don't know, dude.
At the last second, I decide, you know what, I'm done.
I'm already feeling too claustrophobic. You gotta do what, is right for you.
Sounds like the cave-in. We'll see. We'll see whether they change the channel. We'll see whether they change this is just a what's the word? I don't know what the word is. Tell me the word. Advert. Blimey. But hello, everyone coming in. Everyone coming in. We're just awaiting a press conference. Thought it was footage of them looking for him. They're far too cheerful, I think, for that. It does look like the cave-in. but we're awaiting a press conference. We're just currently looking for a stream, but we think we've got one. We think this is, thank you so much, Angela. Another Angela, you see, angels. They got angels, and that is a very, very generous donation. Thank you so much for the $49.99. Thank you so much. I'll tell you something I can do that I've learned how to do. I've learned how to gift memberships. So I shall be gifting some memberships very soon. It's live on Zavgirl. I can't stream Zavgirl. That would be unfair to stream Zavgirl. I can right. I'm just gonna look at what Zavgirl's streaming on. She's not even come up on mine. See, I don't get notified for anything. Okay. Oh, she's on this site that I can get on my phone, but I can't get on this. But hopefully this, what you're seeing, is just a filler. And they are actually going to stream the conference on it. Because that would be annoying. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Nothing whatsoever is working on my phone now. I'm just going to look on Facebook to see whether they've got a stream up. They've not. They've not got a stream up on their Facebook either. No, nothing's working. Nothing's working, guys. Not yet time. Yeah, my phone isn't, Lisa, my phone is not working. It's just stuck. Nothing's happening. I'll turn it off and turn it back on again. So I don't want to miss it. You guys can just jump off and go and find another stream, but I want to watch it as well. I can't stream another YouTuber. That's unfair. That's very unfair of me to do that. Yeah, it starts at 1. So, like now. So these guys, this looks like it's ending. So it could be that these press conferences annoy me so much because you never know where they're going to be. You never know where they are going to stream. No, it's not. It's not even working on my phone. It's opening the site. This is WJCL. Look, this is WJCL. WJCL News. Right, let's try. Let's try seeing if anybody's gonna. Oh, here we are. That's just a picture. Right, Chatham County Police update. Will you be going live? Will it be streamed? Link. Can you go live? Can you link to the stream? It's so annoying. So annoying. I don't want to miss this. This is so annoying. Right, guys, I do need a VPN. My son's got one, but I don't know what it is. I do need a VPN. My son watches American, all sorts of things. I need to get his login because this is ridiculous. Right, guys, as it started, let me just, right, I'll log on another window and see if it started on any other channels. No, Zavgirl's struggling as well by the looks of things. So it's not just me. Zavgirl is sitting there looking very confused. WSav. All right, we'll try WSav. WSav News. Right, let's try WSav News. They just put little clips on. They don't put right, I'm just gonna do Quinton Simon. I'm gonna start swearing in a minute. Quinton Simon. All right, last hour. Oh, here we are.
Outpouring of grief at the latest developments in this case.
Here we are. Got
the
it.
Men and women of the Chatham County Police Department share that same sadness, but we also feel very determined to keep working as hard as we can and for as long as we have to find Quinton. Now, Special Agent Clark will have some comments, and then I'll return with some closing statements. You ready, y'all? All right, good afternoon. I'm Chatham County Police Chief Jeff Hadley. I'm joined today by FBI Supervisory Senior Resident Agent Will Clark of the Savannah FBI office. As you know, our investigation over the last 8 days has led us to the heartbreaking conclusion that 20-month-old Quinton Simon is deceased. We have named his mother, Leilani Simon, as the primary suspect in Quinton's disappearance and death. We have not made an arrest or filed any charges at this time. From the moment we received the 911 call reporting Quinton missing, we have conducted an exhaustive search for him. Sadly, we still have not found Quinton. But our search and our investigation will continue, and it will continue with every available resource we have in order to give Quinton's family closure and see that justice is served in this case. I would like to thank the FBI for their invaluable expertise and assistance during our search and for the help they will continue to provide moving forward. We know that millions of people fell in love with Quinton Simon the moment they saw his face and learned of his disappearance. We have seen the outpouring of love and concern for this child and the outpouring of grief at the latest developments in this case. The men and women of the Chatham County Police Department share that same sadness, but we also feel very determined to keep working as hard as we can and for as long as we have to find Quinton. Now, Special Agent Clark will have some comments, and then I'll return with some closing statements.
Good afternoon. My name is Will Clark. I am the Senior Supervisory Resident Agent in charge of the FBI's Savannah and Brunswick offices. From the moment the FBI became involved in this investigation, our primary goal was to assist the Chatham County Police Department in bringing Quinton home and holding anyone responsible for his disappearance accountable. To the Chatham County community, our heart breaks along with yours in trying to comprehend what we believe happened here. The FBI, along with our law enforcement partners, have followed every lead, every tip, and every piece of evidence to get to this point, and we will continue to do so. The FBI entered this case less than 3 hours after Quinton was reported missing. The FBI has provided the Chatham County Police Department resources in this case, and those resources have come in the form of investigative, analytical, and technical assistance. For the past week, over 40 FBI agents, analysts, task force officers, and professional sports staff who live in the coastal Georgia area have worked tirelessly and continuously on this investigation. Last Wednesday, we mobilized our child abduction rapid deployment team, the CARD team in short, which brings with it experts from across the country who specialize in missing children cases. As needed, and as the investigation continues to progress, the FBI stands ready to deploy additional resources. In closing, we share the sorrow felt by millions and pledge every resource to assist the Chatham County Police Department in finding little Quinton.
Thank you, Agent Clark. And in closing, I understand the intense interest in this case and know everyone has a lot of questions. I'll answer what I can. But remember, our focus must be on not doing anything that jeopardizes the integrity of this investigation or bringing justice for Quinton. So with that said, I'll be happy to answer what questions I can.
You heard from the family last night that you might be targeting a landfill. Can you tell us about that and what landfills might be?
I cannot disclose any information relative to that. We will follow the evidence, and when our evidence leads us to search anything specifically or any specific geographic area, we will communicate that to you at that time.
She's confused on why there was a tweet yesterday that said they believe that Quinton was likely deceased because the investigation continues. What is that piece of evidence, or what makes you believe that?
I cannot get into any specifics relative to evidence. What I can say is the evidence that we have so far, based on multiple search warrants and interviews, has led us to the conclusion that Quinton is deceased. The investigation doesn't end, right there. We will continue to investigate this until its final conclusion.
With no charges brought in the case, what made you feel like it was necessary to identify his mother as the suspect?
Because the evidence has led us to that point and to this point today.
Why is she not arrested yet?
Because we will only do that when we feel we have everything that we need to. We only get one shot at this, right? We're going to do it right. We're going to do the best that we can. We're going to use the resources at our disposal. We're thankful to the FBI. And when we get to that point and we feel comfortable in counsel with the FBI and the ADA, that's when we will reach that conclusion.
Chief, is anyone else being considered for criminal charges?
At this time, no.
What changed to make you suspect foul play?
The evidence in the case has led us to this conclusion.
Was there a date where you found the evidence that led you to this conclusion? Because obviously earlier this week and last week you had said you did not suspect.
The accumulation of evidence over these last 8 days has led us to this conclusion today.
Do you have an idea where Quinton might be?
We do not have any specifics at this time. I can't answer that question with any level of specificity.
Do you know where Leilani's other 2 children are?
I can't answer that question.
Do you know where Leilani is?
I don't know where she is currently today.
Is there any chance anyone else besides Leilani could be your children?
There is no one else a suspect at this time. Leilani is the main focus of this investigation.
Are you not concerned that you've now named your number 1 suspect out loud to the public? Is there not a concern she might take off?
I can't get into any specifics, but we don't believe she's a flight risk at this time. All right. Thank you. Appreciate your questions. Have a great day.
You on the ground conditions. The 11 Alive Thunder Truck, sponsored by Landmark.
Unreal. Unreal. Where's my unreal? Someone put unreal. Unreal, Kelly, you absolutely hit the nail on the head. Unreal. I'm going to put Quinton's beautiful little face up back on the screen. Well, we got there in the end. I thought they were going to tell us a little bit more, honestly. I mean, the conference, like the questions were great. There were some good questions, in my opinion. Some very good questions. But they didn't tell us anything that they didn't tell us in about 3 tweets, 2 tweets, or a short Facebook post last night. They didn't tell us anything. I thought they were going to just tell us a little bit more. I thought probably their hand's been played a little bit by Grandma coming out and people talking about it online and people messaging them saying, is it true that, you know, Quinton's been, is in a landfill and has he been found? And, you know, because the impression I got when this started to come out, I got the impression he'd actually been found. Like I actually put on my YouTube short that I made, found in a landfill. I didn't put found in a landfill, but I put found deceased because I thought that, like, reading between the lines, I thought he's been found. Like that Grandma knew this. He's got to have been found. But no, I ended up going back and changing the title because it became very clear that he hadn't been found. And I thought, hold on a minute, we've got the press conference. Maybe they've got some, even if he's not been found, maybe they've got some very significant evidence and they can tell us a little bit more than what we've seen, Now, I understand, right? I understand that arresting her prematurely is potentially devastating for the investigation, right? Because she'll just lawyer up if she's not done already. I've heard on the grapevine she's lawyered up. And she sits there and they end up having to let her go because they've nothing to charge her with. Now, in cases like Harmony Montgomery, you know, with Adam Montgomery and Kayla Montgomery, and with Oakley Carlson and probably a number of others that I can't think off the top of my head, they got them on other things. They got them on neglect, or they got them on something, right? They got Kayla Montgomery on like collecting child support, and they kept him in jail on other charges. But with Leilani, what do they have to charge her with? Because if there's nobody, and they've only got reason to believe he's deceased for whatever evidence they've got. I mean, they may have had, I don't know, they may have had, they did luminol the other day. You know, they blacked out all the windows, and that's a surefire sign that when they black out all the windows, it's not so that people can't look in. I heard all that going on, that it's so that people can't look in. No, it's not. If they don't want people to look in, they won't black them out, right? They won't. It's for luminol. Now, have they found something during that, or have they found something during you know, something on the digital evidence? Have they found text messages? But when we got to the questions, Corey Bigsby, that's yeah, Corey Bigsby, absolutely. Now the thing there, that so very nearly went wrong for Hampton Police, because they kept him, like, literally. He reported Cody Bigsby missing. The same day, he went down to the station to answer a few questions, and he has never come out. Like, they took him straight away, and he has never come out. But they held him whilst he was asking for a lawyer. And then it ended up where there was no judges that would take the case. They had to get and then his attorney wanted off the case, and it's all gone really wrong. He's still in jail, and Cody's still missing. But anyway, so it was a big nothing burger until we got to the questions, and then there's some really interesting things that I think have come out of that. And I'm gonna, after this, I'm gonna go and listen to those answers again, because there were a few things there that I thought were very interesting. Like the fact that there's only her that's the suspect leads me to believe that it's not digital evidence, as in phone calls or text messages between Danny and thank you, Amanda, for the 10 Great British Pounds. Oh my God, they have publicly named her, but now don't know where's the. I know I'm coming on to that. I'm coming on to that. You know, because if they'd found text messages between her and someone else, her and Danny, then Danny would also be a suspect, wouldn't he? Surely. Like, he'd also be a suspect. But he said there's no other suspects at this current time. Now, they came out, day one, they came out and cleared Quinton's biological father, who I believe is called Bubba Moss. But then there's some argumentation that that might not be his father. But he's got Quinton's picture on his Facebook anyway, so he thinks it's his kid. I don't know. But they cleared him because one of her stories was that that he was with his biological father. Well, his biological father didn't even lives in another town, so they cleared him straight away. They said he's not a suspect. He's nothing to do with this. You know, don't go after this guy because he's got nothing to do with this. That's reading between the lines. That's what the police said. It came from Lalani's mother, Quinton's grandmother. That's where it came from. I'll show you the text message. I think everybody screenshotted this. Okay. Let me just have to stop sharing Quinton's and what's going on here? All right. Yes. Can I make this bigger? can make it bigger. There we go. This was on Darkness Exposed. So for those of you who didn't catch the beginning of this stream, I kind of explained this right at the beginning of this stream, that last night, Darkness Exposed was live, and she's been communicating with Billy Joe, who is Alani's mother, Quinton's grandmother. Billy Joe has got legal custody of both Zane and Quinton. And Darkness Exposed was live, and then she got these text messages. And these are from Billy Joe. And people who went back to the stream and looked at it, this is definitely Billy Joe's Facebook account. Quinton has passed. He's in a landfill. My daughter done it. She has got no memory of it. What? So unless somebody has hacked her Facebook, that came from Billy Joe. Is that is it a lie? Why would she lie about something like that? So I don't know. I don't know if it's whether you'd consider that a reliable source or not, but it came from Quinton's grandmother, or at least it came from Quinton's grandmother's Facebook account. Who actually wrote it? Who knows? But anyway, so it could be phone ping. Somebody said that in the chat just before. It could be phone ping. That they've got a phone ping for Leilani early in the morning near the landfill or somewhere else. But would that be enough for them to say that Leilani's the only suspect? Apparently it wasn't a fake account. Apparently it was Grandma's actual Facebook account. But it doesn't mean to say that it was her writing in it. It could be a confession. It could be a confession. But a confession surely would be enough to arrest Leilani. I don't know. Unless when the police turned up, or she said, "Oh, I was only joking." I mean, it's unbelievable. It's blowing my mind that this woman, she's a 22-year-old woman who is the only suspect in the disappearance and possible murder of her son. And she's clearly, in my opinion, she's clearly guilty, because you don't lie when your kid goes missing. You don't tell about, I've probably clocked up now in my mind probably about 4 different stories that I've heard that have allegedly come from her. And you speak to the press. You might not want to do a formal sit-down interview, but you don't run away when the press is outside, you know, driving your truck down the road with your hand covered over your face. You know, you appeal for the you know, even Candice Bly did that. Good Lord. Right? Candice Bly appealed for the, you know, to bring Summer back. I think it's something to do either or both. Could be both. There could be a digital element to it, like a phone ping or something, that they knew she was out, that they knew she was out of that house when she said she was asleep, because that's another story. She said she only woke up at 9 o'clock. And it could be traces of blood or other bodily fluids that Luminol has brought up. We know that there was cadaver dogs there yesterday. They were checking the woods at the back of the house. We don't know what the dogs found, if anything. They were only there about an hour and a half, allegedly, according to some local reports. The dogs were out about an hour and a half. So I think they were possibly checking that she hadn't just gone out and buried him in the woods at the back of their home, because there is a wooded area right at the back of their home. It absolutely does. It absolutely does. But even Cassie Anthony didn't put her daughter in the trash. Even she didn't did that. I mean, I know that she was proven innocent, or at least there wasn't enough evidence to convict her beyond a reasonable doubt. For me, this is sounding more like Megan Boswell. I'm getting Megan Boswell vibes from this case. And we know what happened to little Evelyn Boswell. This has come out only recently. Did a few videos about it when there was the last court hearing. And we find out that little Evelyn Boswell, 15 months old, had been put in the trash. Literally put in a trash bin. Alive. Still alive. Been put in a trash bin. So this to me now is Megan Boswell Megan Boswell 2.0. Even Cassie Anthony wasn't this callous, as far as we know. It's just completely callous. Now, speaking of Megan Boswell, for any of you who remember the Megan Boswell case, and remember, initially, Megan wasn't arrested for murder. She was arrested for lying. She was arrested for all the small things that she'd been doing. So maybe what these guys are doing, Chatham County Sheriff's Office and the FBI, what they're doing is giving her rope and letting her hang herself. So it could be that they're going to, let her speak, let her talk, keep getting her in for friendly interviews, recording her, the little bits and pieces that she'll say. And they clock up a whole lot of lies. And as long as they can prove that one of those is a lie, and they can prove that one of those is a lie, they've got probable cause to arrest her. Because she's lying to FBI agents in the course of a criminal investigation. That is a crime. So perhaps that's their plan. That they'll carry on looking for Quinton, but in the absence of that, they'll work up a case against her that is a lot less than murder, but at least it keeps her. It keeps her in jail. Now, the other thing that is important to really talk about here is this. I said the other day in a video that my concern is that, and at the time I said this, I still had Danny also. Like, it was either or for me, or both of them. Like, I didn't know whether it was Lilani, Danny, or both of them that had done something or given Quinton something. But now that law enforcement are saying that Lilani's the only suspect, then, well, let's stay with her and say, right, I'll focus on her. But the other day, when they said, I don't know where she is right now, I was like, oh, I don't like that. I do not like that. And he said it again. He said it again. I don't know where she is right now. Now, we know she was at home yesterday because there's a photograph of her. Do I have it? I've got it. Oh, no, it's a video. Hold on. Okay. So this was from Brett. What's his name? Brett Buffington, I think his name is. Add to stream. Where's it gone? There it is. This. Hold on a minute. Make it bigger. Right, this was her. I just screen copied this. This is from Brett Buffington's Twitter. So there's Lilani there. There's a woman, a younger woman. I don't know who she is. So she was there. This was yesterday. Some people were speculating that woman was a police officer or an FBI agent. I don't know. I don't think she was. But yeah, it was certainly interesting yesterday. Yeah, I think that's her truck, or at least her family's truck. I've seen that truck a couple of times, actually. But they don't believe that she's a flight risk. But they didn't believe Brian Laundrie was a flight risk either. They said, oh, yeah, you know, we know where he is. We know he's at home. And then a few days later, they'd lost him because they thought he was his mother. They thought that Roberta Laundrie looked like Brian Laundrie. Like a middle-aged woman who's probably about a foot shorter than Brian and stockier than Brian. They thought that was Brian. I mean, honestly, these let's just hope that they have her surveilled. Let's just hope that they're doing their job. They have her surveilled, and every time she leaves, they follow her. Yeah, Brian was armed. He was armed, yeah. No, there's nothing entertaining about this, about somebody who has quite possibly murdered her child, or at the very least found her child dead and then disposed of his body. If you think that's entertainment, you need to have a big shake-up of your morals. Your morality is off kilter. You need to recalibrate your morality if that's what you think is constitutional of entertainment. There is nothing entertaining, right? Look, I or any other YouTube creator does not need this story to keep going, to fund clicks and views, because there are a multitude, sadly, far too many serious crimes out there, right? I've got more content than I could possibly begin to deliver, both in terms of missing persons cases, just crimes, solved cases that I'd like to talk about. I do not have the physical time. So no, I can only speak for me. I can't speak for any other YouTube creator. I can only speak for me. But I want every single case that I cover to be solved as quickly as possible, for the victim to receive justice. and the perpetrator gets their just desserts as quickly as possible. Sadly, that's not always the case. Summer Wells, Michael Vaughan as two examples. Sadly, it's not always the case. But there's so much crime out there that true crime YouTube is not going to go out of business because there's so much crime out there, so many cases out there, so many missing persons out there that require, even if it's just raising awareness. So no, you're wrong. You're wrong. Peace from Denise. Thank you so much for the $5. Since she can claim no memory, I feel something more sinister and horrific has happened. Drowned, maybe. It's possible. It's possible. But to be honest, whether he... Thank you so much for the $2. I believe they'll find her very soon. She's not brain laundry. I don't think. Thank you for becoming a member. One Man's Trash has become a super sleuth, a secret agent. Should we give some memberships? Should we before we go, should we give some memberships? Let's see if this works. Okay, now if you've never seen this in action before, right, I've got to get up YouTube because it won't let me do it on it won't let me do it on StreamYard. All right, so membership gifting, right, incoming. I am going to gift 20 memberships. How many people have I got in the chat? I have got 1,000 people in my chat. Thank you so much for the $19.99. I've got 1,000 people in my chat, so, or almost, it's just dropped just under the 1,000. So I'm going to gift 20 memberships. Now, providing that my credit card goes through, and I'm just checking that I'm not sharing my screen because I'm going to do my credit card in a minute. Right, how I believe this works is that YouTube decides. So when somebody buys memberships, you can do this, but I can do it as well. And I've only just worked out how to do it, right? So YouTube decides based on your engagement with the channel. And I don't know how that works out, whether it's the amount of comments you put in the comment section or the amount of chats you do or the amount of videos you watch. I don't know how it does it. It's like the magic YouTube algorithm. So I'm going to buy 20 memberships right now. Looks like it's going through. Come on. Hey! Has it come through? Oh, it's not going to show up. Oh, it's not showing up on StreamYard, but okay, so I've gifted 20 memberships. So if you've right, let's see who's got them. So it will gift to people who are not members already, which is a shame, but it gives to people who are not members, and it will give you access to the members area. So members videos, members live streams, members status updates that I do for 1 month. So it's basically bought you a membership for 1 month. So Vicky Jolly, Instagrammer, Dana, Still Waters, Pink Fan 78, Melissa Moon Drop Burst, Griselle CD, Liberty Heiress. Laced in Chains. Oh, it's jumped. It's jumped. So anyway, I've lost it all now. Rosemary Lee, Deets in the Streets, Louise Hunter, Julianne, Miss Rissa, Harpy Marple, Kimberly Headland, Cheryl Mitchell, Diane Marie, Miss B. Anybody else? Minnie Mam. There we go. So you guys, you have got access to the members area for 1 month. And then when your month's up, either, you know, you go back to just being a regular member, or you can then choose to, you know, pay yourself if you want to. But there you go, 20 people. Congratulations, everybody who got a membership. So I'm going to be doing that. Now I know how to do it. I'm going to be doing that. You know, not every single stream, because that would get really boring. I think that would get really boring. You know, yeah, just to give a little bit back, just a little bit back. Charlotte has become a secret agent, so we'll have quite a few new secret agents today for the next month. And while I was on YouTube chat, I noticed that, you see, one thing that it won't do is it won't show, you know, where a message comes up and it says such a body's been a member for 10 months, that you see, like Lana here, it says Lana's been a member of 10 months and she's put congratulations. Those messages StreamYard doesn't show for whatever reason. And sometimes it doesn't show memberships either. Lois Cooper, welcome to Secret Agents. Become a member. It doesn't always show memberships. Janet Huffman says, good luck, everyone. So if you've been putting members' messages in, they've not been showing up on YouTube. Sorry, on StreamYard. So Forever Eyes is a new member. There we go. So we've got some new members in. Amanda, how do I go to your link to pay to be a member? Thank you for the $9.99. So you go to become a member, you go to join. So it's on the channel homepage. So I'll show you. On the channel homepage, it says join here. You just click on join and then click on join again. If you're on an iPhone, then you don't see that join button for whatever reason. But if you follow the link in the description box of every video, it should let you join. It should let you join. And then to gift memberships, you go to where you do super chats. So it's at the bottom of your YouTube chat. It says show your support for Michelle After Dark, and you can either choose to buy a super sticker, super chat, become a member, or gift memberships. So if anybody, and that's the same on any channel that has members, you can gift people in that chat memberships. So you can buy like 5 memberships or 10 memberships, 20 memberships. I think it'll even let you do 50 memberships. Maybe next time. Maybe next time. You're on an iPhone. Use the link that's in my description box then. And it will let you follow that link. So I can put it in the chat. Hold on a minute. This should work. This should work. I'm not guaranteeing it, but it should work. Thank you so much for the $1.99. Thank you for the $4.99. I know, isn't it sad? It's so sad. So sad. No, there's only one level. There's only one level. Secret agents. I couldn't think of all the different levels. I thought, well, if I have like 2 levels, what am I going to give one level and then the other level can't have it? And I just thought, I'm just going to do one level, you know, just one level for everybody. So you get like, you get pictures, you get, you know, Cassie doing silly things. I need to do more. I need to do more for members. I do members only lives. There's a few members only lives in there. So if you're a new member today, then you can go and look. If you've missed any, you know, of those, you can go back and look at them. I did Jeffrey Dahmer this week. So it was on the channel while it was live. Everybody could watch it while it was live, but only members could chat, but only members got it on the replay. So if you missed it live, then you can go back. Now you remember, you can go back and you can watch it. So we've got Jeffrey Dahmer. We've got a few in there. And then sometimes I do little videos. If I've like got a question, something that I'm working on, I'll do like a little video and say, what do you think about this? So yeah. So you'll be able to see those videos now. The press has already happened. Yes. It happened at 1 p.m. Eastern or 6 p.m. my time. But if you rewind this stream, then you can watch it. It's on this stream. It was only very short. It was very short. Very short. Anyway, I guess, thank you, Karen. Get a cuppa whenever you like and a few treats for Tilly, Cassie and the gang. I certainly will. Thank you so much, Karen. No, it's not just your iPhone. It's everybody's iPhone. Doesn't let you join. It's like you have to use a link. Anyway, gonna keep eyes very closely on this case. That little boy deserves justice. He did not deserve to lose his life at the age of 20 months old. What do I do? Navillus. I think you need to put no app equals 1 at the end of that link, Michelle, for iPhones. Apple takes commission on all iPhone purchases done on phones. YouTuber. Oh, I see. That's how it works, is it? Right. I'll sort that out. And I'll put that link in the description box for iPhone users as well. I didn't realize because I'm a member of a couple of channels and I've just done them on my laptop. So even though I've got the old iPhone, it doesn't matter what problems Apple's got with YouTube. Thank you, Tricia, for the $5 super sticker. That's very, very kind of you. Okay. Let's just wait. Quinton did not deserve to lose his life at 20 months old, most likely at the hands of his mother, whether it's murder, whether it's she's been doping him, whether he drowned in the pool and she's hidden his body. We're just going to have to wait and see. And hopefully justice comes very, very soon. So thank you so much for sticking with me when I was struggling to find a stream that was going to work. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you to all the people who've sent super chats and super stickers, who support the channel by liking the stream. All you have to do, if you can't afford to super chat or join as a member, all you've got to do to support me is click like, leave a comment, and if you've got social media, share my videos. If there's a video that you particularly liked and you want people to watch, just go and share it, because it all helps in the YouTube algorithm. Liking it, leaving a comment, all helps in the YouTube algorithm. So, you know, don't feel that you've got to pay to do anything on this channel. Welcome to all the new members. And thank you so much, as always, to Trixie Star for being the super duper moderator. All right. I'll see you tomorrow for a video. I don't know what case I'm doing, but maybe this one, maybe another. I'm not sure. Bye, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day.